Hey, now listen, I don't know a lick of Japanese, so whatever we're about to watch, okay, this is not in Japanese. I don't know why I said that, but either way, though, we're about to watch this video right over here, called "Investigating Japan's Cheating Culture." So let's
風俗
see, and
に
don't
男
worry,
行
I
くこと
paid
は
for
浮気かどうかっ
premium,
ていう
so
どう思います
as
か
you saw,
イエスかノーイエスかノーで
No.
No
金
金払えばいいよって言ったことあります。
Recently, street interviews have gone viral featuring Japanese people saying that cheating
holy
is
shit.
okay. If you haven't seen this before, you're welcome for the culture shock. But there's more, because you have uni students in research papers going even further to say, well, everyone cheats, and husbands reflecting on their affairs, stating, if you
Yeah, I mean, like, everyone cheats. It happens. You know, like, it's part of life. So the only cheating that I would do, though, it's cheating on an exam. You feel me? Not on a bitch. Not again. Like, I don't do that shit anymore. So the last time that I did some shit like that was back in 2024. You feel me? I've matured right now, and yeah, you know, like, shit happens. Like, now, why did I stop? I don't know. I didn't see the point in doing that anymore. I just lost the spark. Like, I don't know. I just lost the passion for cheating. I don't know, bro. It's really a headache. So whatever. Anyways, though, let's continue.
want sex, that's where the girlfriend comes in. I'm gonna take a wild guess here and say this kind of thinking and attitude towards cheating is not one you're familiar with. So where does this difference in value come from? And is there actually a cheating culture in Japan? To properly investigate this matter, I need to take you back in time, to an era where Japan was genuinely chill with cheating. Cheating occurs when you're
Hey, they're about to show us some geishas, some. I forgot what else they had back in the day. But hey, though, whatever, fuck it.
in an exclusive relationship and you have an emotional or sexual affair with someone who is not your partner. Now here's a question for you. What happens when you're in a committed relationship but you don't care for your partner at all? In ancient Japan,
Well, if I had to answer that question, I don't know, you just don't care. I don't know.
this was a common problem people faced because historically, commitments like marriage were not about love. The point of marrying someone was to form alliances between your families and to produce heirs. So it was almost like a business deal. Once you fulfilled your duties to your family, you were then free to pursue your own individual desires, like finding passion or love. We can see this mindset very clearly during the Heian era in Japan. Among the Heian elite, married couples often slept in separate residences, which made it really easy for
Isn't this the era that had geishas and some shit like that? Like, I swear it is. Yeah, I swear it is, bro. Like,
other people to slip in and out of bedrooms without awkwardly encountering the wife or husband. It literally could not be easier to cheat. The Heian era was the most infamous time in Japan for cheating because it commonly occurred and because both men and women could cheat. As time progresses, we'll see cheating still occurs, but it becomes more and more of a thing only men could get away with. A few hundred years later, during the Tokugawa period, these restrictions came into place. If men from the elite class wanted to sleep around, they could do so, but these activities had to be within your
holy shit. And that is how you fucking catch a STD, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's how you speed run catching an STD. I don't know. And also, if we can focus our cheating skills on school, I swear every motherfucker will get a job. You feel me? Every motherfucker will be employed. Okay, I'll stop saying the J word, but yeah.
Shiwara, Japan's first legal red light district. For elite class women, it was frowned upon for them to seek other partners. Confucian thought introduced through the text Onna Daigaku, or greater learning for women, required them to be faithful to only one husband. So, a double standard had emerged, and it was solidified during the Meiji era in the 19th century. The Japanese government implemented the Ie system, emphasizing traditional household roles. Men went out to work, and women looked after the home. This structural division justified a lot of the cheating that was conducted by men. Japanese men worked hard for their family, they were the breadwinner, so if they occasionally needed an outlet to relieve their stress, then they deserved it. But if a woman were to cheat, she would be disrespected.
Oh, okay, let me.
her husband and her children. For a while during the Meiji era, there was even a law that stated a husband had the right.
Okay. I don't get like the whole oh, niggas had to cheat, but women, however, what the fuck? Like, you feel me? There should be gender equality. If niggas can do it, bitches can do it too. Like, it should have been like that, but you have to understand how things went back in the days. Also, I am 600 years old, so I was around that time. It was fun. We had parties. It was lit, and yeah. Now, if you're asking me like, how did you get along with people? Like, you're black. Basically, I don't know. It just happened, but yeah.
Kill his wife and her lover if he found them committing adultery. With such biased laws and widespread justification for men to cheat, women were low-key gaslit into thinking affairs were acceptable husband behavior. Even if they didn't like it, there was little they could do to stop it. Public opinion was that it was fine, and before World War II, it was not uncommon.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, nah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, let me hold on.
Gaslit into thinking affairs were acceptable husband behavior. Even if they didn't like it, there was little they could do to stop it. Public opinion was that.
Look at like, they look like they're in a zoo. It's crazy. Whoa. Nah, that's crazy. Like, what I just said is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. My apologies, but like, bro, just look at it. Like, it looks like a fucking cage. Like, what the fuck? Damn, bro.
Was fine. And before World War II, it was not uncommon for upper middle class men to have one.
Hey, the Mandem Ora farming. The Mandem Ora farming with some girls, yeah? Okay,
or even
sorry.
two mistresses, as it was a sign of social prestige. At the time, the prevailing belief was if you couldn't keep a mistress, you were second rate. This double standard for cheating remained until after World War II. What changed? Well,
Now everybody can cheat. Okay.
Sorry. Okay, nah, that's the craziest thing.
That's the craziest thing I've ever done in my life. Yeah. Dark humor, edgy humor. I don't know. I have a problem, but yeah.
political reforms and the introduction of Christian ideals during this time led to monogamy becoming the new norm for both genders. And we can see this reflected in the law. Before 1948, under Japanese law, adultery was only about the sexual relationship of a married woman with another man. I know. So now applying the same standard to men signaled a huge change in values in Japanese society. And this is honestly a very recent development. It hasn't even been 100 years. Compare this to the ancient Greeks and Romans, first millennium Jews and Christians, medieval Catholics, early modern Protestants, where marital monogamy has been the mainstream in the West for millennia. Not only is there a stark difference between Japan and the West in adapting monogamy, Japan also differs from its East Asian neighbors. Yes, Confucian teaching of loyalty and faithfulness was introduced to Japan, but it was only really applied to women. The Confucian definition of marriage, a monogamous.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, what women went through back in the day. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. If any women want to complain about it, well, I'm here. I'm here, bruh. Any Japanese house want to complain, I'm here. Okay, let me stop fooling around.
Bond between a man and a woman was never really adopted by the Japanese. And Japan's most popular religions, Buddhism and Shinto, didn't place as much emphasis on marriage or monogamy as Christianity did in the West, or as Confucianism did in East Asia. As you can see, these religious or philosophical differences played a very big role in emphasizing or not emphasizing marital monogamy. And all of this has a huge impact on what Japanese society later deems as acceptable. Laws may have changed, and monogamy may be the expectation now, but ways of thinking shaped by thousands of years of history do not just disappear overnight. So let's take a
Yeah,
look at
yeah,
what
that
Japanese
happens.
people
Like
now
that happens a lot. You feel me? You know when they say history repeats itself? Yeah, it happens, bruh. It happens. It happens. It happens. I don't even blame anybody. So, like, yeah, it happens though.
think, starting with the demographic featured in all those street interviews. Do young Japanese people really think this way, or is this just a cherry-picked sample? Let's find out. University, a time when nothing truly mattered. Lectures were held to be skipped, assignments were made to be submitted late, and uni campus was a landmark, a place you saw once
see
a
what I
while
say,
and
bro?
never
Like,
for
you
a
see what
long
I'm
time.
saying, though?
This spirit of nothing matters seemed to be shared in Japan too, though slightly differently. Momoko, a 21-year-old student,
So, I don't know if you're about to talk about cheating in schools, but that's what I'm trying to say here. You feel me? If we combine our brains, our knowledge, our skills, our talents in cheating, and like we just pour it all to school or something, then I swear to God, bro, every one of us will be successful somehow. I don't know, bro. And also, you feel me? A lot of y'all motherfuckers, I know a lot of y'all motherfuckers wanna have some normal jobs, some stuff like that. So if you focus your cheating skills on school, my nigga, you won't like. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. You I swear to God, bro. And also, a lot of niggas, when they cheat in school, they get caught easily. You wanna know why? You focus your cheating on another person when you could have like been honing your skill and cheating in school or something. I don't know. I'm not okay. I'm not promoting that. So if you get caught, nigga, it ain't my fault. So hey,
to the chase. Cheating is forgivable because we are still college students. This was a response to Kimura and Farah in their 2021 paper on how
Whoa.
university students in Japan dealt
okay, I hate my brain. Never mind.
with cheating. Most responses in the paper said cheating was common, and nearly every respondent justified it as a product of youth. It's a rather grim image. There's a shared belief among these respondents that because they're young, relationships aren't that serious anyways, and it's not like you're thinking about marriage, so cheating is more acceptable. May, a 22-year-old who cheated, says, "Because I am a university student, I do not need to have a very serious relationship. Basically, I started infidelity with a light heart."
I get the whole analogy behind, like I get the whole idea behind that, but honestly, why get in a relationship in the first place, gang? You feel me? But hey, whatever, fuck it, it's your life, gang. So
And I have a confession to make. I've cheated too on my study schedule. Yeah, I said
nah, it may be more than that, gang. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit over here. You feel me? Like it may be more than that, gang. But hey.
all these goals for myself,
I ain't
like
judging.
get fluent in a language, but how am I going to get fluent if I'm always on YouTube or TikTok instead of actually studying? Well, something that's worked for me is to not force myself to open a textbook and start drilling vocab. That sounds horrible, but to simply work smarter, not harder. You never have to convince yourself to watch another anime episode. In fact, the struggle is to stop. So why?
Nah, I gotta do it, gang. If it's anime, I gotta do it, gang. I gotta watch it. I don't know, like I gotta watch it, gang. Bro, if it's anime, I gotta force myself to watch that shit. But if it's studying though, get the fuck out of here. The fuck.
Fight that urge. Migaku is your one-stop language learning
Oh,
platform that
shit.
comes with a Chrome
Sponsor.
extension app you don't know into courses covering from after completing for when you want to enjoy the
Thank you,
cheating
thanks.
sounds very commonplace and acceptable, but I do need to emphasize the study looked only at those who had cheated or were the third person or were cheated on. It's a very specific demographic, so we can't assume the views and experiences being shared here reflect the experiences and thoughts of the broader population. Still, these responses offer some insightful perspectives. Respondents who cheated often minimize the behavior by rationalizing and justifying it, saying it's not a big deal, we're still young, and everyone does it. Despite
Shorty. How could you? You cheated on me? Hold on, You cheated on me? Huh? The fuck? And then she just stares at you like, bro, chill. Like, we're still young. I don't get why you're getting mad. Like, I don't understand why you're being mad, Troy. I don't understand. We're still young. Shut the fuck up. And I don't know, bro. Like, we're still young though. Although don't do it to me, but we're still young though. Like, what type of mentality is that, bro? Like, what the fuck, bro? Hey, fuck it.
Despite this, there were still respondents in the same study who stated cheating was morally unacceptable and a deal breaker. Daiki, a 22-year-old who was cheated upon, says,
I don't know if this is racist, but when that nigga popped up on the screen, at first glance I saw Joji, but it's just, I don't know who this nigga is. Maybe he's Choji. Okay, that's racist. I'm sorry.
yeah, I'm the type that doesn't forgive stuff like that. I'd kind of just immediately lose feelings for her. Many respondents who
But hey, bro, if you cheat on me, gang, and you think I'ma forgive you, bitch, I'm not Jesus. You feel me? Like, bitch, I'm not Jesus. I'm not Jesus, gang. So hey, last time I remember, and last time I looked in the mirror, I was Korea. You feel me? I was Korea, not Jesus Christ. So hey, gang, forgiveness, I don't know. So hey,
cheated on broke up with their partner because they had the idea of once a cheater, always a cheater. And I know this is something that splits the room, so let me know in the comments below if you agree with it. Because we can even see a clear divide here in this study. There were those who thought cheating was okay, mostly the cheaters, and those who thought it should never happen, and they were usually the ones who got cheated on. When it comes to the street interviews, I suspect we're seeing a similar occurrence here. Those who cheat or have cheated will likely minimize their behavior, saying it's okay and it's common. But the part that seemed to shock people the most from these street interviews was how chill Japanese women seemed to be with the idea of their partner saying a prostitute. So we're going to address this, and this
nasty. The fuck, y'all are nasty. Nah, bruh. And then you're gonna let that nigga come back and hit. Hell, like, y'all are nasty, bro. Y'all are nasty, gang. I'm not gonna lie. Then you let that nigga come back home, you know, like, oh, he just came back from, you know, clapping a prostitute's cheeks. So yeah, oh, damn, he's horny. Better let him hit. Bitch, what the fuck? Like, that's how you catch STDs, bro. Hey, my goal in life is to visit Japan, but hey, I don't think I can trust any Japanese huz. You feel like y'all be nasty. Nah, that's nasty, bruh. I know it ain't all of them, but like, people who have that type of mentality, like, oh, he should go fuck a prostitute, then nah, bitch, you're nasty. I'm not gonna lie, you're nasty, bruh.
is where all that historical context we looked at comes in handy. Remember, it wasn't until very recently, until after World War II, that the idea of monogamy was enforced in Japan for both genders. So for centuries prior, Japanese women would know their husbands were cheating on them, having affairs or visiting prostitutes to relax after work, and they could do absolutely nothing about it. Of course, things have changed now, but the ways of thinking or societal expectations can.
Hold on. Whoa. Is bro getting back shots? Oh my god. If that's a nigga, is he getting pegged? Holy shit. Damn.
Still linger. Many of these female respondents say they're fine with their partner seeing a prostitute, but are they really okay with it? Or is there still social pressure in being a chill girl because just 2 generations ago men could cheat and women were okay with it? Take a look at the reason why this respondent thinks prostitution is not cheating.
風俗に行くことは浮気かどうか。
Nuke the whole entire generation. I don't care, bro. Nuke the whole entire generation, bro. What the fuck? Huh? Huh? I'm speechless, bro.
どう思いますか？イエスかノー、イエスかノーで。
ノ
ノー。
ー。全然嫌ではあります。
いや。なるほどなるほど。じゃあ自分が重いって思われたくないっていうのを理由に浮気だとは思わないっていうことです。なるほど。
It's easy for us in the West to assume that not seeing a prostitute is the bare minimum. In fact, if that were a requirement, the bar is truly in hell. But
Crazy.
the same privilege
What the
is
fuck?
not so
Yeah,
readily
crazy.
afforded to Japanese women. The relationship between cheating and societal expectations gets even deeper when we look at the generation above. If you weren't shocked already by what you have seen, hold on tight, because for this generation, cheating is often...
Okay, I'm not gonna ignore it, bro. What the fuck is Ankh doing, bro? Like, literally, like, what the fuck is Ankh doing?
not the problem, it's the solution. In CNN's 2019 docuseries
Sex
on
and
sex and
love.
love around the world, Japanese respondents share their views on love, marriage, and affairs. One Japanese woman declares, "I love my husband and I love my boyfriend. What's wrong with that?" In Sakodosara
Pack it up, bro. Pack it up, gang. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm the husband, bro, pack your bags and leave, bitch. Pack your bags and leave. You feel me? Pack your bags and leave. Oh, the court. I need divorce. Will I give you some of my shits? No, bitch. No, 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 no. I know I don't have a choice, but literally, I think you should have a choice if y'all don't have kids. But if y'all do, then hey, it is what it is. But if not, then I think I should have a choice to not give you shit, bitch. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, bruh.
book on marriage infidelity in Japan, she notes that Japanese men liked how their wife did the housework and understood their role at work. As for their mistress, Japanese men liked her appearance and the sex they shared. For Japanese women though, everything about the new guy was better. His personality, his appearance, his hobbies, the sex, there was nothing the husband could offer that was better. Damn, that's brutal. But this raises the question. I mean, I guess with Japanese men, they might keep their wife around so someone does all the laundry and the dishes. But what is making...
Now that I have to think about it though, maybe a ancestor of mine back in the day was running this method, I'm not gonna lie. And hey gang, I see the vision, but no. Never mind.
Japanese women's day if their lover is better in every single way? Well, there's two parts to Japanese culture here that explains why people who cheat often would rather keep cheating than get a divorce. And that's gaman culture and shogunai. Gaman culture is a Japanese concept where one
Gaman. Sounds like an anime, I'm not gonna lie.
endures hardship without complaints. It's deeply ingrained in Japanese culture, and if you've heard of Japan's long working hours, gaman culture is what pushes workers to endure such brutal conditions. In the same way, it may encourage those in unhappy marriages to keep sticking it out even if they want a different life or a different partner. Another trait stemming from gaman culture is the attitude of shogunai, or it can't be helped.
Shogunai sounds like an anime
it
genre
is what
now.
it is. And if you remember the girl from earlier, she actually expresses this exact attitude when asked about her partner seeing a prostitute.
嫌だけどしょうがないかなって思っちゃう。
しょうがない。
しょうがない
When given a chance to elaborate, she confesses she doesn't like her partner going to see a prostitute. And let's be honest here, who would? But she still says it's fine because it can't be helped. Gaman culture and this attitude of it can't be helped when applied to a marriage often leads to couples staying together even when they're deeply unhappy because it's expected of them. And also because the family unit, the kids, and social appearances, all of this is often considered more important than individual happiness.
I was just thinking that, like, honestly.
No.
Like, I was honestly
What
just
was he
thinking
doing
about
when
that.
you
Like,
found out?
damn, bro. Just gotta think about the kids, you know.
Divorce?
But
No. Why?
子供たちが
So you're happy now?
Yes.
In these cases, quietly cheating often becomes the solution instead of the problem. Again, please note that in a happy marriage, this obviously does not apply. And cheating does come with consequences in Japan. It's not as trivial as these respondents would make it seem. For example, Carolina Shino, crowned Miss Japan in 2024, had to return her title after it was revealed that she had an affair with a married man. Yaguchi and Becky, Watabe Ken are all
But hey, you deserve it though, bitch. You deserve it though.
famous Japanese public figures whose careers took a hit after news of them having affairs or being involved in one came out. Cheating is not more common in Japan than in other countries. It's simply the attitude around cheating that catches us off guard. Many viewers who see these videos may leave with the impression that there is a cheating culture in Japan, but that is simply wrong. These responses, which can be easily misunderstood, have to be interpreted within the context of Japanese society, culture, and history. Behind the nonchalant attitudes displayed here is a long history of patriarchal laws that have shaped
Hey, never mind.
and guided the Japanese, particularly women, on what to expect from a relationship. And with the older generation, cheating can be viewed as the easier alternative than splitting up and dealing with the social consequences. Nevertheless, Japan is no better or worse at cheating than other countries. While infidelity exists in Japan, it is not truly acceptable in the eyes of most Japanese people, nor is there a culture that celebrates or encourages cheating. Viral
As
content wouldn't
it
be viral
should.
if the responses weren't shocking. While some Japanese may normalize cheating, the majority still value trust and fidelity in their relationships. In the cases where cheating does occur, looking back at historical and cultural values as we've examined today can help explain why people react the way they do in these circumstances. Thank you for watching all the way until the end, and make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Lots more similar.
Hey. The video was trim, I'm not gonna lie. So let me just leave a like. And yeah, sorry for shaking my shits a lot, but hey, yeah, so is cheating acceptable? Hell no. Should it be acceptable? Hell no. If your partner does it, what should you do? Leave that bitch. Or leave that nigga, girl. Like, leave that nigga. And okay, fuck. Okay, I'll be building a lot of gay allegations, I think. But either way, though, with that action, like with those, what the fuck? Hey. So anyways though, yeah, it is what it is. I don't know what to say. What you should take from this video is, gang, there are consequences to doing those activities, you feel me? Like, there are consequences to cheating, honestly and sadly. So what you should do, my nigga, or Miguel, focus on one person. And I don't know, if you want to focus on many, then you know, that's your life. Once again, I don't know, it's your life, gang, so fuck it. Just make sure you don't catch any STDs, at least, at least, you feel me? Like, you can have a lot of niggas, you can have a lot of bitches in your roster, but like, make sure you at least, I don't know, make sure you at least know each and every time you're about to have intercourse that, okay, this person is healthy, they don't have any STDs, you feel me? Because today might be the day that you saw them without any STDs, then you go fuck another person, and then you come back to this person once again, and then this time they might have an STD because they fucked another person. Like, it happens, you feel me? So either way though, I don't know though. Yeah, 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 that's about it.